Hi, I'm Barbara Scheidegger and welcome to my channel. I'm not here to convince you of anything, just take what resonates with you and start with that. I've been living the ageless living lifestyle for the past 40 years and it helped me to stay strong, healthy and happy. Click on the notification bell now, like, subscribe, so you will never miss an ageless living lifestyle video again. The killers of a relationship starts with meeting somebody already, by being dishonest, having expectation, and playing just a game for who you not are. Be who you are, give what you can with love, and be honest. If sometimes honesty just hurts so much just to say it, if you don't like somebody about that person, you can tell him. But definitely in a nice way. You just don't have to tell them, look, I hate what you're doing. There are nicer ways that, look, you're doing this kind of things. That bothers me. Can we make a change on that? And expectation, that's a big killer. When you get into a marriage, to a relationship, friendship, and you expect the person to do things because you're friends. I expect him to love me and give me flowers every day. And I expect her to get up in the morning and make my coffee every day the way I wanted to have it. You can't just expect something. You have just to let go the flow and be as clear as you want in the relationship by your emotion and by your feelings and by your explanations, that the other person feels like, yeah, I want to see him happy or see her happy in the morning, and I make that coffee. That makes me happy, because we're doing things for others out of selfishness. If we do things for others and that makes us happy and the other person makes us happy, that's just a great combination of being together, honesty, letting the emotion go, and being honest about how you feel, and nothing but just respect, bringing out respect for the other person. Even if there is sometimes hurt in there, we can explain each other how it hurt, not just being passive aggressive because she hurt me, now I have to go and ruin something of that person. No, we have to give it a try immediately and say, look, this is what it is. This is how I felt, and fix it on the spot. If the other person cannot relate to that, if the other person just feels like, no, this is not for me, then we have to admit at the end, well, he or she is not for me either. And then we just can leave peacefully and move on and maybe find another relationship that's for you, that you can peaceful be in it, honest, and be yourself. I think that's the most important part, being yourself, not playing games or, a part of a movie. When we're together for a long time, we slide into habits and we forget how we felt in the beginning, what actually was there, the desire to make it happen, to smile in the morning. We have to think back. We have to think back to the day we met, back to the day we agreed to each other to be together. What was that little thing that made him or her smile? What was that thing that he or she liked on me that I don't do anymore? Just because I'm running out of time, there are kids. It's very important that even couples, especially when you're married for a longer time, I think date nights are so important, that the kids will be fine, find a babysitter, and sit together in your favorite restaurant, or sometimes it doesn't have to be in a restaurant. It just has to be somewhere that you can be in your pajamas and your socks and you're telling each other stories. That's the relationship. That's the way the relationship started. Bring that back. We say, yes, don't live in the past, but we have to take the good thing from the past with us because it worked. Take with you what worked. And also in a relationship, still be after 40 years or 30 years, or even if it's 10 years, be still sexy, attractive. It doesn't matter. Just do so you feel good about yourself, so the other person can see for actually who you are and you're not giving up on anything. In the relationship, we shouldn't give up on being happy or being sexy. Even if you've gained a few pounds, it doesn't matter. Just be sexy. Laugh about the funny thing. Watch the movie you were laughing 30 years ago, or listen to the music that you really love together. These are great connections that when you go out, when you have a relationship, especially when you have children, when you go out, that you stop talking about the children, just maybe for 2-3 hours, and talk about yourself, how you feel, how the day was, how happy the day was, what was important to you during the day, and what is important in the relationship. What should we give more again to it? How can we just even make it better? You can make it better as you grow older. It's the truth. We can make it better, but we just shouldn't give up. I think when you want to see what's best for your partner, it's basically see how he acts and reacts to different things, how you use the language for your partner. It's not a blaming, it's not an attacking voice. It's like, there is a problem. I had a lady, she was just very upset with her partner because she wasn't invited to somewhere, and he went there, and he just said, honey, come with me so you can go to the spa, and I go to my convention, and she wanted to go to convention too. But she would not tell him that. Instead, she got very upset with him and would not even go with him. He didn't understand. And that gives a little crack in the relationship because he had good intention. He really wanted his wife to be happy to go to the spa. She wanted to be part of the convention because she was in the business too, but not as long. And instead of telling him, honey, look, is there any way that I could come to convention? I appreciate that I can travel with you. I want to travel with you, but any way that I could go to the convention too. So he would understand. When I had the talk with them, he suddenly understood, said, yeah, if she would have told me that, I would have asked. But these are unspoken words. We have to give out the unspoken words. Instead of putting in us and being angry and bring that anger out, take a deep breath first, and before you speak angry, take a little while and then speak out how you feel without accusing anybody. I think that accusing people and pointing fingers and you did this to me and now I'm like this, no. It's always a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. I think if an organization, when we have people especially, they are relationships are not only with men and women. It's with friends, in the business relationship. And especially I was in the business, I had a business, I had employees, and my relationship with the employees was very straightforward. I paid attention to what was going on outside in the business. And when I saw somebody coming in just in the morning, being mad or anything, I had to take them in and ask them, what's wrong? You don't feel good? Explain it to me. And sometimes I had to say, look, I give you an hour. Just go home, talk to your partner, put it straight, put it in the open, and then come back. In the business, the same thing. When you have employees fighting each other and looking for who did it and whose fault it was, and I said, it's not important right now whose fault it was. We have to find the solution, and the person who did it will be educated right now. So it is an education. It is definitely an education in a relationship, in a group, when we work in groups, that we respect each other and we listen what they have to say without judgment. So the most important thing is without judgment. We have to hear the person and just not listen. We have to hear the words, what they are saying, and then we can answer the question. And then we get it out, really how the person felt. And you know what I say always, I do things, you do things, we do the same thing together, but we're doing it a different way, but the result is the same. So let's find the best solution. So as a group, we can work on that. And that's why I say we just have to, we have to put the ego is big. Many people have a big ego. The ego aside and find the solution together. And in a group, we work on that project. We work in the office together, and never giving up on being positive, and never giving up on being not judgmental. Judging people is one of the biggest killer in business, in life. When we just judge people, and instead of just taking them who they are, maybe they don't resonate with you, then it's as it is. You cannot love everyone. You cannot be everyone's friend, but you don't have to hate them. Come and take the Ageless Living Lifestyle journey with me. Click on the notification bell now, like and subscribe, so you will never miss an Ageless Living Lifestyle video again. In the comment section, let me know what ageless living means to you. Wishing you a meaningful day.